Hey everyone, we are in your neighborhood on Detroit's northwest side here at the Adams Butzel Complex, or the local rec center in this area.
I guess you could say this really is a community hub because you've got the young people who are really busy taking classes. I was just talking to a senior who was telling me how he lost more than 200 pounds working out in this pool. You got the swim team over here. You got a rugby team over here who just stopped by to show support. This is a great place.
Yeah, and there's so many things happening around this area, around this rec center. Again, this is one of the hubs. You know, we're also here making sure we cover some of the issues that are important to many of you at home. One of the big issues, Karen, is people have been talking about blighted buildings in the area.
I know. Will Jones was in the neighborhood talking to folks because they care about their property, they care about their streets, but sometimes not everyone does. So now the city's taking some action in terms of holding folks accountable. Take a look.
Each corridor has a life of its own and a different strategy.
On the move on Detroit's west side with Katrina Crawley, the city's assistant director of blight remediation.
So on Finkel, you will see, as we're driving down toward Wyoming, you'll see some yellow placards. Most people think those yellow placards are tickets. They're not. They are blight violation notices.
Like many zip codes in Detroit, Crawley says blight is an issue here in the 48238 zip code, but the city has been working on it. Crawley focuses on commercial properties.
We first start off with vacant property owners who are out of state. Why? Because those owners typically have the worst properties and they don't have skin in the game.
Crawley wants property owners to pick up the phone and work to get into compliance. This is a look at the changes to commercial properties along Finkel at the owner's expense.
You seem really passionate about this.
I love what I do, sir. I absolutely do.
David Garrison grew up on the west side and owns Garrison Auto Glass on Dexter.
I genuinely am looking forward to the transformation of what's going on.
How do you measure success?
So I would say success almost is in the eye of the beholder. So subjectively, when the community sees that there has been a change, and it is a change that will be long-lasting.
Crawley knows ridding the neighborhood of blight is just one part of its transformation.
Is the goal to encourage economic development in the community?
Absolutely.
What Will is showing there is so important, but it is a process. By no means is this issue going to be solved immediately, but we are definitely going to stay on top of this because folks do need to be held responsible.
Yeah, and you know, it all boils down to quality of life concerns. Talking about quality of life concerns, one of the challenges that folks are telling us about is that this area is considered a healthcare desert, meaning that they have to travel outside the neighborhood just to go to the medical center or to the hospital just to find a good doctor. Well, there's some doctors, some local doctors who are working to change that. They're opening a new medical facility in this area not too far from this complex.
All right, guys. Come on in.
At an old blighted building on Davison Street in Detroit that's been sitting vacant for quite some time.
Where there's underrepresentation for good quality health care, we're trying to bring that back into the community.
A couple of physicians from this city are working to bring new healthcare resources and options here.
We gutted it out, and now what we're going to be doing is a completely new, renovated, and remodeled state-of-the-art center.
Meet doctors Ted and Greg Naiman. The primary care physicians are brothers, and they're in the process of opening a new Epic Primary Care Center in District 7 here in zip code 48238.
You're going to go straight back and you'll know where your room is.
The physicians say the location of Epic's new Detroit Davison Center is intentional. Knowing access to health care has been a challenge for many neighbors across this area.
There's about 70,000 people in this area that don't have a healthcare center around here. They have to travel outside of that.
The new medical center is a few months from opening, and the doctors say contractors have been busy. The new center will have state-of-the-art technology in its waiting area and a variety of patient rooms. They'll have full range of clinical services for children and adults. They're also adding community access areas and so much more.
There's going to be things and services that you may not even find at a hospital level that you're going to find here in the community.
The Naiman brothers say they're passionate about bringing quality and accessible health care to those who need it. They already have a track record of success.
We see adults and kids. We take all ages, all insurances, no insurances.
They say Epic Primary Care is already operating several integrated medical centers across Detroit metro area. Yeah, the Naaman brothers tell me that that facility is expected to be open by summertime this year.
That is really going to be so important for the folks, just like this place is important. So you know me, I always like to do my research on how they got the name. So Adams Butzel, apparently this was named back in the early 70s from a philanthropist and an attorney. The philanthropist and attorney Fred Magnus Butzel and John Jack Adams. Apparently the only person to have won Stanley Cups as a player and a coach and a GM. So there's obviously some repping of the folks that really care about this community and have done some amazing things in their lives, and we all know there's going to be some amazing stories still coming out of this place.
Yeah. And talk about caring about the community. There are so many neighbors that we met who talk about how much life and energy there is around this area. And look, I took some time asking folks, what do they love most about this community? Take a look. If you take a trip to Detroit's northwest side,
everybody neighborly.
Many neighbors may tell you this area of the city's full of life and energy.
There's a variety of people that you meet and you interact with.
You'll find communities where block clubs are strong, a variety of murals are making neighborhoods more welcoming and brighter, and people are invested in keeping the community safe.
I have a community organization for Community Planning Association. We knocking out crime through skilled trades.
The city's opening new parks in the area, and folks say buzz about new development is encouraging.
We see businesses coming back, we see families coming back, and that all makes a difference because seeing it go away and come back, this area is definitely on the comeback.
In this community, you'll find places like Loyola High School Detroit.
Loyola changes lives.
A private Catholic school for boys that's been around for 3 decades. Right now, this school's preparing to celebrate 14 consecutive years of 100% senior class college acceptance.
How special is this school to you? It's special to me because it opens up brotherhood to me.
And among other gems making this neighborhood a hotspot is the city's Adams Butzel Rec Center.
I love to swim. That's my first love.
Activities here include swimming, dance classes, aerobics. There's billiards, too.
I'm an archery instructor. I do a fit class.
Yeah, archery is popular among adults and teens. And the city's only indoor ice arena is located at this rec center. Hockey and figure skating are popular, among other things.
All of our recreation centers, we encourage everybody to come and get a membership. It's always low fees, and then it's always great things to do.
You know, when you think about this rec center, the Adams Butzel complex, they tell me that the membership fees are low cost, just a few bucks for the year. So check it out.
We'll put a link on clickondetroit.com so folks can check that out. I want to thank everyone who suggested for us to come to this community, because that's how we get these ideas. When people call us, shoot us an email. So we're going to ask you as well, do you have a community that you want us to visit, to talk about the stories you care about, and also do a little bragging too, right?
Yeah, let us know. All you have to do is go to clickondetroit.com to let us know where we should go next.
We would love to hear from you. And thanks so much, Detroit's Northwest Side and Adams Butzel Rec Center. We had a good time.
Thank you.